Hare Krishna, welcome to the online virtual class. Today is very auspicious Ekadasi day, Safala Ekadasi day. So let us discuss on this subject matter, very important subject matter, that is the purpose, priority, purpose and perfection of human form of life. So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the most important verses, 11:9-29. So it says that what is the most important, paramount important uh, fulfillment of human form of life. So before we start, let us offer our Mangalacharan prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana अमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञान अंजनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणशिरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much. This is a very important classes on Srimad Bhagavatam 11:9-29. So this is the purpose, priority, purpose and perfection of human form of life. So this human life is very invaluable asset. It's very rare. And not only it is very rare and invaluable asset, also it comes as a result of tremendous opportunity, tremendous fortune. It's not just accidentally we obtain this human form of life. After going through an evolutionary process of 8.4 million species of life, we have come to this human form of life. And this human form of life has got a prerogative privilege, a prerequisite to intelligent, endowed with prerequisite, gifted with the prerequisite intelligent to achieve the fulfillment, the purpose, the perfection of human form of life. Although it is very, very human form of life, human life is very unique and rare. And it achieved through the, it is very unique and it is very rare, and although it is lasting for some times, but it has got a value. We can endeavor to make the human form of life to bring to the perfection. Because the material existence essentially means the birth, death, disease, old age. It essentially means umpteen number of obnoxious misery, adhyatmik, adi daivik, adi bhautik, all the things. Material existence is like a jail, prison house. And any amount of endeavor to make this prison house to kingdom, that is impossible. Therefore, the miseries are very inherent for the human life, because this material existence, we are existing in a very miserable atmosphere, very non-existential miserable atmosphere. So therefore the purpose of the human priority, the purpose and perfection of human form of life, how to get out from this material jail, how to get out from this material existence. That is the aim of the by the scriptures, aims at this essential understanding to all the living entities, that without this we cannot. Without this understanding, we cannot get out from this. Without understanding, we cannot get out from this material existence. We cannot. This is the fulfillment of human form of life. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the verses like we are reading, the 11:9-29, that it is stated that labdha sudullabham. You can see here, it is stated that labdha sudullabham idam bahusambambate. So this human form of life is unique and rare and achieved after a evolution, many births. Labdha sudullabham idam bahusambambate. Because there are 8.4 million species. It is said that in Shastra that asitim chaturasaiva laksham tan jiva jatishu brahmadvi purusehi prapyam. There are 8.4 million species of life on this earth. Asitim chaturasaiva, 8.4 million species of life. And after going through all these 8.4 million species of life, then we obtain this human form of life. It is stated in Padma Purana that Jalaja Navalakshana. You can see here, there is a a thing that Jalaja Navalakshana. There are Padma Purana, it is said that Jalaja Navalakshana. Within the water, there are out of 8.4 million species. Jalaja Navalakshana means 9 lakhs or 900,000 within the water, the living entity within water. Jalaja Navalakshana, then Stavara Lakha Vinsati, that 20 lakhs or 200,000 Stavara means tree plants. Species of tree plant. There are so many species are there: hogs, dogs, aquatic, marine life. So this is the gradation. And Rudra, Krimya Rudra Sankhakya. There are 11 lakhs or 1.1 millions of species. There are reptile and bird. And Pakhinam Dasalakshana. There are 1 million of Pakhi birds, different kind of bird species. Trimsal Lakshani Pasavaha. There beast is there. There are 30 lakhs, I mean 3 millions. 3 millions is beast. And finally, the 4 lakhs, only 0.4 millions is the Manusam. Chatul Lakshani Manusa. Manusa is 0.4 million only, 4 lakhs. So this is the gradation of the species of life, that 8.4 million species of life. So it is said that in Shastra, Asitim Chaturasaiva, after going through all this form of life, 8.4 million species of life, one get the chance to Asitim Chaturasaiva. Beautiful word. Asitim chaturasaiva lakhyam tan jiva jatishu brahmadvi purusei prapyam. After transmigrating this 8.4 million species of life, one obtains this human form of life, purusei. And manusyam janma parayat is sequentially. It goes through the marine life, then it goes to transmigrate to the plants and tree, then it transmigrate to the reptiles, insects, then it again transmigrates to the birds, then beast, then it comes to the human form of life. So this is a sequential process. It takes 8.4 million subspecies of life and millions and trillions of lifetime to get the human form of life. Therefore, this human life is very unique and rare. Unique and rare. Although it is temporary, it has got inherent adversity of birth, death, disease, old age, but it is a unique, because in this human form of life we can achieve the perfection. We can get out from this all this material existence. Tadapi avalatam jatah tesam atmavimaninam barakhanam anasrita govinda charanada. Tadapi avalatam, after you come to the human form of life, you neglect Barakanam, neglect due to your stupidity, your childish mentality, childish intelligence, you neglect to take shelter of the Govinda or engage in the transcendental service of the Lord. Lotus feet, then it is a great misfortune. It's just like a intoxicated prison, in a prison house there is a prisoner who is intoxicated, although he has got a key to unlock and go out from the jail, but intoxicated, he forget his lose his key. Similarly, we have got obtained this human form of life, so much facility. We have fruits, grains, we have big buildings, skyscraper building, we have car. So we have all the facility so that we can execute the purpose of the life, the priority of the life, the perfection of the life, to get out from this material existence, to attain the spiritual existence. That was whole idea this human form of life has been given. No other species has been given. We are not meant for to work like a hog and dog, the business of hog and dog. Hog and dog, day and night, they are working very hard for eating. Where is eating, where is sleeping, where is mating, where is defending? Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha. That is the animal consciousness, animal demands. Ahara nidra bhaya maithuna. We have also ahara nidra bhaya maithuna. The four things is common in the human and the animals. But there is a one distinguished quality of human form of life, that is called dharma, Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means how to perfect our human form of life, how to understand our priority, purpose, and perfect that human life. That dharma eka adhika vishesha dharmena hina pasuvi saman. So the animals, they morning what they do, their business, where to eat, where to mate, where to defend, where to mahara, nidra, where to sleep. So these are the things, their inquiry, their life is confined. But we also do the same thing without planning to get out from this material existence. Then we are not better than the animals. All this our planning, scheming for sense gratification, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna. So it is said that ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunam, samayam, etat, pasuvi, naranam, they are all equal. So-called a business of hogs and dogs, they are working hard. We are also working hard, hustling, bustling to the office, enormous stressful life, exceedingly busy life. What for? This is not meant for human form of life. We are not meant to work hard. Just like MP, minister, they have been given so much facilities. They have been given so much facility, so much money, so much car, so much building. Why for? Because they can have a peace of mind and can then they can do the welfare of the administrations, welfare of the country. Therefore, they have been given facility. Similarly, the human form of life has given a facility. That facility not given by animals. Animals, they will not get all the facility of skyscraper building, luxurious car, so many varieties of food. Hogs and dogs interested in to stools and all, abominable things. But we should not degrade ourselves to that level. Therefore, this human form of life is very paramount important. We have a distinguished quality of dharma, Krishna consciousness, to engage in the service of the Lord and get out from this material existence. We have this endowed with intelligence to discriminate. This is our prerogative, this is our privilege. Therefore, Shastra say, no, it is labdha sudullabam idam bahu sambhavate manusam arthadam anityam apiyadhira. This today's topic is the same thing. After many, many births, after a tremendous opportunity, we have got this, attained this human form of life. After going through 8.4 million species of life, we have obtained this human form of life. Manusyam arthadam anityam apiyadhira, although it is very temporary, because we are subject to the death, birth, death, disease, old age. It is anitya, but still it has got a purpose, how to get out from this anitya to nitya, how to get out from temporary life to everlasting life. Human life is temporary, any moment it can go. Actually, my title was that we all are standing on the death queue, and we are celebrating birthday anniversary. Ayur harati by punsam udyam astam nachanyasu. Ayur harati by Ayur harati. It is stated in this beautiful verses in Bhagavatam that we are all in a death queue. We are standing on a death queue, and we are so stupid. We are standing on a death queue. We are celebrating. We are celebrating birthday party. We are celebrating anniversary, appraisal party, and so on and so forth. We have no idea that death is approaching us. Every day, every sunrise, death is approaching. We are reducing one day of our life. Ayur harati vai punsam udyam astanchanyasu. Tasyatya khelani tasyatya khelanita uttama sloka vartaya. Both by rising and by setting sun decreases the duration of life, everyone, except one who utilizes the time by discussing the topics of all good personality of Godhead. So here it is stated that by rising and setting sun, every day we are reducing our life. That means we are in a death queue, and that queue is moving forward, every day moving forward. I am going to live for 70 years, tomorrow I am going to live for 69 and 364 days. One day I am reducing every sunrise. So we are on a death queue and we are celebrating. That is the most astounding, stupid thing. Stupidly astounding thing, wonderful things. That was the statement of Yudhishthira Maharaj when he was asked by the Dharmaraj that what is the most wonderful thing in the world. And he answered very nicely that ahani ahani bhutani gacchatiya jamalayam. Every moment we can see, we read the newspaper, every moment we see the death. People are dying. Sesas tavara icchanti. Those who are remaining, they are thinking that we are everlasting, we are eternal. Sesas tavara icchanti kim aschajam atah para. That is the most wonderful thing in the world. That those who are remaining, if we see that news that so many people have died and dying of COVID-19 and all other things, sometimes natural, sometimes due to disease. But we think that we are going to live permanently, we are everlasting, we are not going to die. So in that way we are enjoying this birthday, anniversary, appraisal day, so and so forth, so many Valentine Day, etc., etc., and we are enjoying our sense gratification, temporary sense gratification. In a temporary world, this world is temporary. Krishna says himself, this world is temporary. Dukkhalayam asassatam. Not only temporary, it is miserable. Abrahma bhuvanala loka punaravartinna Arjuna. Up to Brahma loka, it is all temporary. So therefore human life is essentially, this essential understanding must be there for human life. Otherwise it's animal. If we do not know that we are in a death queue, and that queue is not a sequential also. Sometimes it is said that it is stated, if you go to the MOM or any shops, it is stated, any office, while there is a queue, it is stated on the board that the queue may not be in sequential. So our queue, sometimes we think that we are very young, death still will come, we have time. No, we are in a death queue, and it is not sequential. Any moment, padam padam yad vipadam natesam. Shastra say, Bhagavatam say, 10:14:58, padam padam yad vipadam. Every step is dangerous. We have experience in COVID-19. It never spares anybody. So it may not be the queue is not in sequential. You may come forward. The next moment, the next day is maybe our turn. Our turn. So this human form of life is very, very dangerous. We are in a death queue, and celebrating all this birthday, anniversary is completely stupidity. It's very childish mentality. It is childish mentality. It is stated that it is very, very, there are beautiful verses in Bhagavatam. It is stated that labdha janadullavam atra manusam kathachit abhyangam atyantanga padravinda na bhajati asanmatir. Asanmatir means they have dull-headed. Griha andhekupapatita jathapasuhu. Very nice verse. 10:51-46. That person has an impure mind who, despite having somehow and other automatically obtained rare and highly evolved human form of life, does not worship your lotus feet like an animal that has fallen into blind well. Such a person has fallen into darkness of material home. That is the thing. It's compared to an animal who has fallen into a dark well. There is no way of rescue. Similarly, despite having automatically obtained, it's not like we desire to obtain a human form of life. It is obtained automatically. This highly evolved human form of life. And if we do not pray, we do not perfect our human life by surrendering or worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna, then what will happen? We just like the animal falls in the dark well, we are falling in a darkness of a material home. Material home. We are thinking that, oh, this is my home, this is my sweet home, but we do not know that we are approaching death every day. We are in a death queue. The human form of life is essentially meant for understanding that we are on a death queue, and death and it is moving forward. It is not sequential. Any moment I can confront the death. Therefore, I should find a solution to get out from this material existence. That should be the purpose, priority, and perfection of human form of life. How to get out from the death queue? How to escape? Because this world is asata, is not everlasting, is not eternal. Not Sachidananda, is asat. Achit is no knowledge, darkness, ignorance, totally ignorance, avidya, this world. Asata, achit, no ananda, bliss also not there. No ananda, this temporary ananda is nothing. No ananda, no bliss. Therefore, this material existence is full of temporary misery and temporary. But in spiritual existence is full of Satchidananda, everlasting, full of bliss and full of cognizance, full of knowledge. Therefore, that is spiritual existence is the paramount in perfection of human form of life, to go to the spiritual existence. Not just waste the time like a business of hawks and dogs, One of the verses 10:63-41, it says that Devadatam imam labdha nillokam ajitendriya jonidriyate tatpadav susachyapi atma vanchaka. This is like a cheating ourselves. We have got this form of life, we have got these privileges, but we are not utilizing. We are like a kripana. Kripana means we have got the money, but we are not utilizing, spending it. That is called kripana. Brahmana is different. Brahmana means they are liberal. They have got money, they properly utilize. Then we are kripana. So sachapi atma vanchakam means we are cheating ourselves. It is stated that one who has attained this human form of life as a gift from God, is a gift from God, human life. Because this is the form of life where we can get a solution. Yet who fails to control his senses and honor your feet is surely to be repeated, and he is only cheating himself. This is called self-cheating, self-deceiving. Because after obtaining this human form of life, we are not endeavoring to make it perfect. That is called kripana, that is called cheating yourself. Therefore, the human form of life is not meant for hog and dog business, working like a hard, going to everyone, 99% of the modern civilization, that going to work to get some money and sense gratification. because the modern materialistic culture instilled and imposed this idea of, idea of the purpose of life to get money and enjoy the senses. This hedonistic way, hedonistic philosophy, that is most dangerous. It will make the human life to degrade to animal life, because after so many evolutionary process of 8.4 million species, that means we have got trillions of years to get this human life. And now after getting the human form of life, again we are going back to square one, merry-go-round, back to square one, to again animal life. That is most misfortune things in the world. The most misfortune thing for the human life, that to lose this opportunity. Therefore, Rishivadev told that, Rishivadev said that, no, you should not do that. You have got a human form of life with better facilities. You are the topmost species. You should not misuse it. नायम देह देवजाम निलोके कष्टम कानम अर्हति विद्भुजाम जो तपदिव्यम पुत्र का जेन सुद्यते जसमाद ब्रह्म सौख्यम तु अनंतम. Lord Rishabhadev told his son, my dear boy, of all living entities who have accepted the material bodies in the world, and one who has been awarded this human form, particularly human form, should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification. They should not work so day and night, only office work, nothing else, which is available even for dogs and hogs that is tools. Why work? To just motivational factor is to get money and enjoy the senses. That is available for dogs and hogs. Therefore, one should engage in penance and austerity to attain divine position of devotional service. By such activities, one's heart is purified. When one attains this position, he attains eternal blissful life, which is transcendental to material happiness, which continues forever. That is what the priority, the purpose and perfection of human form life. We should not just waste our time working hard like a dog and hog. To go beyond the business of dog and hog. The human form of life is meant to make the solution of this material misery, the material existence. Make a solution to get out from the material existence, go to a spiritual existence where there is a happiness, there is a unadjusted happiness, unlimited happiness, not just temporary happiness. It is going to live forever, is not threatened by our non-existence, not threatened by death. Everybody is threatened by death. So everybody is fearing, no, I will not die, I don't want to die, But we are not, we are deathless. Because of material existence we are dying, we are changing our body, transmigrating. So when we attain the material spiritual existence, we are not going to be feared by changing of body or dying. It continue forever, permanent, eternal, everlasting. Therefore, we should aim for that ultimate perfection of life. Nishreyasya. So, therefore, today's verses is, it is said that Nishreyasya, today's verses is that, today's verses it is said that, today's verses is said that, Tunnam jateta na pated anumurtu javan, Nishreyasya visya khalo sarvata sat. Tunnam jateta, although this we have obtained this after many births, with a tremendous fortune we have got this human form of life, although it is temporary, but it has a purpose. Before it's subject to die, because this human form of body is subject to umpteen number of misery and death also, birth, death, disease, old age. So before it dies, Tunnam jateta means immediately you should endeavor. Na patet anumurtu javan, before it dies, the body dies, you should immediately endeavor. What for? Nishreyasya means perfection of life. What is perfection of life? To engage in the Bhagavata Dharma, Sarvanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Engage in the transcendental service of the Lord. To get out from this material existence, to attain the spiritual existence. Manmana bhava mada bhakta mada jadi mam namaskuru mam yavasyasi satyam te pratijane priyosimi. Engage in Bhagavata Dharma of thinking of the Lord. Sravanam Kirtanam Hari. Sarvadharman parityada mamekam saranam braja ham tum sarva papebhyo mukhyasami ma sucha. To surrender to the Lord, that is called Bhagavata Dharma. Prahlad Maharaj stated in Bhagavatam 7.5, 23, 24, that is Bhagavatam. Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam Iti Punsarpita Vishnu Bhakti Chena Navalakshana. The Navada Bhakti, that is the salvation called Bhagavata Dharma. That is the salvation. That is called Nisreyasya. That is the priority, purpose and perfection of human form of life, to engage in the transcendental service or Bhagavata Dharma, transcendental service of the Lord, Supreme Lord Krishna. Viso khalo sarvatasya, the sense gratification process of getting money, working hard like a hog and dog, after getting money, drinking, merrymaking, intoxicated, all these things, that is available in every life, every species of life. Even an animal also enjoys that one. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna. Animal also enjoy all kind of things, enjoying the senses. He also eats, you also eat. But the business is same. Whether you eat on a palatial and a dining table or eat on the floor. But as far as business of sense gratification is concerned, that is the same thing. Whether you sleep on the very palatial, very costly cot, or you sleep on the floor, business of sleeping is same. So therefore, it is said that this biso khalo sarvatasya, the sense gratification process is condemned here, is available everywhere. Human form of life is a distinguished quality to perfect his life by engaging in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. That is Bhagavatam has been repeatedly saying. We are in a death queue. Don't be oblivious to the fact. Better to be hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. This is the naked truth. Well-dressed naked, well-dressed lie. The naked truth is better than well-dressed lie. So better to be hurt by the truth that we are all in a death queue and which is moving forward every day, sunrise, and it is not sequential. At any moment we can die. There is no sequential, no, I am very young, I am very child, I am a child, I will die later. No. We have seen that so many child death, so many young people dying. So death will never invite you, you are this as no. Any time it will come. Material existence essentially means that unfortunate death, obnoxious death. Therefore we should not procrastinate, we should not dilly-dally. We should immediately, turnam jateta napate, immediately endeavor to perfect our life. We should not just oblivious and enjoying our birthday, anniversary and so on and so forth, standing on a queue. That is animal life. Animal standing on a queue, they munching the grass, they do not know the next one is their turn to be slaughtered. But we have got this intelligence to get out. Now we can learn how to get out from this material existence. What are the ways? So, so much we are interested in this body, but body is dead actually. This body is still dead, it's just moving because we are moving, just like a sat. A sat has no life. Sat is lying down, but whenever I am wearing it is moving. That doesn't mean that sat has got life. The body is actually dead. I am moving the soul. As long as the soul exists, this moving. And the soul gone, it's just lying down like a dead body. It's a dead already actually. It's just a moving because of I am moving. I am the soul, spirit soul, I am moving. Therefore my dress. Bhasansi jinnani jatha vihaya. Krishna says Bhagavad Gita 2:22. This is like a dress, body is like a dress. Is moving as long as soul is there. As long as soul is not there, this body is useless, thrown out like a dead body. Just like a car and driver. A car has nothing. As long as driver is there, car is moving. If driver is not there, car is the same car actually. Car is moving does not mean that car has got a life. No, because of presence of driver. So we are all dead body. We should not be. It's like all this. It's like a decorating the dead body. What is the use of decorating this dead body? Therefore it is condemned. Bhagavatam says that, what is that, alam ranjanam. So, Bhagavatam says that all this decoration of the dead body, a so-called, advancement of civilizations, so-called sense gratification, we have got science, scientific advancement, political maneuvering, and gorgeous arrangement, sophisticated environment. This is nothing but the decoration of the dead body. What is the use of this? We are going to die, everything going to finish, transient world. Why to unnecessary, uselessly waste time? Just like we are going to some hotel and some places to stay for 2 days in a hotel, we are not going to decorate the hotel, because we know that our 2 days I am going to stay, I am to get out. This is not my place. This is a foreign place. This is temporary place, transient, flying, fleeting place. I have come for some business. I have to get out after finishing business. That is the human form of life, is meant for that thing. It has been gifted by the God for that purpose, to find out the solution. Not that, I am staying in a temporary place, I am trying to build a house on the bridge. It's like a castle, sand castle. Any moment it will go. As long as when water comes, it will sweep away the castle. Similarly, our life can be swept away any moment. Therefore, we should not be oblivious to the very blatant and blunt fact that we are subjected to the umpteen number of misery, and particularly the obnoxious death. We are on a death queue. So our priority should be how to get out from the death queue. Our purpose is how to get out from this material existence. And that is also how to act on that purpose, that is called perfection of this human life. This is our idea. This is whole Vedic scripture aims at that. Athata Brahma Jigyasa, human form of life begins to find out what is the priority, purpose and perfection of human life. It's not meant from the sense gratification like hog and dog. Kamasya nendriya pritilava jivet javat. Jivasya tattva jigyasa. The human form of life is meant to inquiry about the solution, that how to get out from this material existence, material misery. The solution. Jivasya tattva jigyasa. So now we can go through the solution of this. So it is stated that it is 11, 20, 12, 14 beautiful verses. It stated that this human form of life is so unique, so rare. Even the demigods in the heaven, they want to take this human birth. It is so an invaluable opportunity, an invaluable assets. It is stated that resident of both heaven and hell desire human birth on the earth planet, because human life facilitates the achievement of transcendental knowledge and love of Godhead, whereas neither heavenly or hellish body efficiently provides such opportunity. See how invaluable asset that even a people from the hell and heaven, they want this human birth, because this human form of life has got a prerogative or facilities, a privilege to achieve the transcendental knowledge. That is our priority, to get the transcendental knowledge and love of Godhead, how to love Krishna. This is our perfection of life, to get the transcendental knowledge that we do not belong to this material existence, we belong to Krishna. Somehow and other, just like a prisoner is not belongs to prison house, he belongs to the country, but because he has done some mistake, he has transgressed the law, violated the law, therefore he has been put in a prison house. Similarly, we have transgressed the law, the dharma. Dharma means Krishna, whatever Krishna's law, dharma. Dharma means sarva dharman parityaga, to surrender to Krishna. We have neglected to surrender, we disagreed to surrender, defied to surrender the Lord. There, as a result, we have come here in a material prison house, and we are rotting. We are rotting in this material prison house. We are suffering in this material prison house. Therefore, it is said that in this verse 11, 20, 14, that is a great opportunity. Even a people from the hell and heaven, they want to have this human form of life. how rare it is, In 11:20:14 also very nice verses. He say that a wise person, knowing that all this material body is subject to death, it can still award the perfection of one life, should not foolishly neglect, take advantages of this opportunity before death arrives. This the same thing. Yeah. Same thing it is said that today, Bhartatunnam jatetana patet anumurtu javan. He says visho khalo sarvatasat. A wise person should not, although he knows that this body is subject to death, but it has got the it awards, it can still award the perfection of one's life. Manushyanam, and should not foolishly neglect to take advantages of this opportunity for death arrives. That is the thing. Here also it is same thing. Same thing. It is said that manushyanam, manusyam arthadam anityam. Arthadam means it has got a purpose. It award a purpose. So this is how it is so important, this human form of life, to so therefore we should endeavor for that. See, the same thing has been said, as I told you that we are on a death queue. 11:20:16 it says that knowing that one duration of life is being similarly cut down by the passing day and night, one should not be shaken by fear. One should be shaken by fear. We should be fearful. Oh, every day I am reducing my, 1 day of life. 1 day will be the last day. Everything will be exhausted. Our duration of life will be exhausted completely one day. Giving up all material attachment and desire, one understand the Supreme Lord and achieve the perfect peace. So that is whole our priority. Priority is giving up all material attachment. We are now attached. Material existence also essentially means attachment. We are so much attached to our job, attached to our body, first of all attached to our body, attached to our relative, friends, wife, children, relatives, society, community, country. All this thing is condemned, this animal consciousness. And we have so many desire to enjoy this temporary world. And this is all condemned. One should understand, this is all condemned, this is animal consciousness. It is stated in very nice verses in Bhagavatam that it is all like a animal consciousness, like a cow and ass. You are not human form of life. You are thinking that you are thinking in terms of your body, community, society, country. It is stated 10:84:13, beautiful verses. Jasyatma buddhi kunape tridhatu ke शोधी कला त्रिदासु भूमाज्यदे यतित्थ बुद्धि सलिले न कर्ची जानेसु अभिज्ञेसु सएव गोखरो. Gokhoro means cow and asses. Your consciousness is level of cow and asses. You are thinking, if you are thinking that, oh, so much attachment, this is my home, this is my sweet home, this is my wife, this is myself, I am so great, I am this and that, and I am Mr. this and that, and my wife, my beautiful children, etc., my country, community. These are all the consciousness of Gokhoro, cow and asses, animal consciousness, animal understanding. We, in the level of animal, actually, thinking like that. It says that one who identifies the self as the inert body composed of mucus, bile, and air. Our body is, we are thinking of my body, so we are endeavoring for comforting my body. It is said that it's a bag of, it's a bag of mucus, bile, and air. Three dhatu, mucus, bile, and air. It is so abominable. This is not material body. And who assume his wife, family are permanent, his own. That is the most mistaken thing, illusion. Everybody thinking that, oh, my family, my wife, so much material attachment. That verses, it is said that one should be free from this material attachment and desire. Material attachment of my home, my family, wife. This is all animal consciousness. They are all temporary. It is stated in another places, 11:17:53. This, family relationship is like a traveling, temporary thing, like a traveling in a passenger bus or bus stop. So many people are come passenger and they disperse. Similarly, we come for a certain time, all family together and disperse. So one should stay in a house like a guest, knowing that it is all temporary. You know, who thinks that earthen image or land of his birth is worshipable? Oh, we are thinking my country, my country, India the great, Mera Bharat Mahan, eh? Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga, Binda, Himachala, Jamuna, Ganga, Uchala, Jaladitara. We are so proud of, oh, Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Hindutva, Mera Bharat Mahan, this and that, all the things. This is all, it is said that it is all animal consciousness, thinking that land of birth. Body is temporary. Today you take birth in India, tomorrow you will Pakistan, tomorrow you will be America. So this is all temporary thing. We are thinking that I am permanently from this body. Oh, this land of birth is worshipable. Oh, no, no, no. We have taken so many species of life, so many species of life, so many land, country. So this is all illusion. This is all animal consciousness. Just like, you know, then when we see an animal consciousness, just like a dog, you know, what dog made, you know, in India, the street dogs, they made their jurisdiction area. By urinating that places, they make it a demarcation like line of control, LOC. Oh, this is my area, that is your area, and they bark each other. Oh, if you come this area, I will bark. You cannot come. They make a urinate and they demark. It is a fact. The dogs, street dogs, they do like this. So similarly, we are like a dog mentality. We are doing like this. Oh, this is my country. We have got LOC, and this country is worshipable. Oh, Mera Bharat Mahan. This, that. This is all animal concept. Bhagavatam has rejected all this sentiment, temporary sentiment. And then who sees place of pilgrimage as merely water? Pilgrimage places mean tirtha means spiritual knowledge. Go and see the sadhu and get some knowledge, not that is going to tirtha and taking some water from the tirtha and sprinkling in the head. Then that does not mean tirtha. Tirtha means spiritual knowledge. By associating with devotee or seeking for sadhu, there are so many in tirtha places inhabited by so many sages, so they can enlighten us. That is the whole idea. So this kind of mentality of attachment and desire, as in the verses, we can go back to verses, that one should give up all this attachment and desire. One understand that Supreme Lord and achieve the perfect peace. That means one should understand the Supreme Lord. That is our priority, to understand who is the Supreme Lord, what is my relationship with my Lord. Then how to achieve the perfect peace, how to achieve again go back to the Supreme Lord, again go back to the spiritual existence and associate with the Lord. That is whole idea, the priority, purpose and perfection of human life. Now we can, again there is another verses substantiates the same point, 11 to 29. For the conditioned soul, the human body is most difficult to achieve. It can be lost any moment. Khenabhangura, it is said that Dullabha Manusyadeha. Manusyadeha is Dullabha, means very rare. Dehinam Khenabhangura, at any moment it will die. So one should associate, so therefore one should find out the solution. So what is the solution? How to get out? The terrible fear of birth, death can never be forsaken by anyone who rests at any shelter other than myself. Krishna has given the formula to how to get out from the death queue. I am the Almighty Lord, Supreme Personality of God, as the original source of creation, also supreme. Krishna says, you surrender unto me. Otherwise you cannot. Ah Brahma Bhuvanala Loka, everybody has to die. And this is, one should fear of death. Every day we are losing our day. So we should fear of that. And taking shelter of the Almighty Lord, so that we can get out from this fear. We can get out from this death queue. That is, should be the purpose and priority of perfection of human life. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, another verses 8, 2, 3, 3, very nice. It is said that Supreme Personality of Godhead is certainly not known to everyone. He is powerful influencer. Therefore, although the serpent of eternal time, which is fearful in force, endlessly chases everyone, it is same thing. It is same thing. It is stated in 2, 3, 17. There is the same thing, that we are on a death queue. and ready to swallow him. If one he fears this serpent, seeks shelter of the Lord, Lord gives him protection. Lord gives us protection. Sarvadharman parityajam mam ekam saranam vraja. Ham tum sarva papebhyo mukhyasami. For even the death turns away in fear of Lord. See, your death also, they turns away fear of Lord. Everybody is fearing the Lord. Lord is supreme. I therefore surrender unto him, the great powerful supreme authority, who is actual shelter of everyone. So therefore one should take shelter of the Lord for the protection. Even the death fears the Lord. Even the death fears of Lord, Murtu padavati annam tam imahi. So death also fears the Lord. So one should take shelter of to get out from the death queue. That is the solution. Human life is not meant for the maintaining your family. That is animal also can do. Maintaining family, business and wasting your time. This animal also can do it. What is the use of that? It is stated in the beautiful verses that animal 429 1a 2a it is say that a desire to maintain body, wife, children is also observed in animal society. The animal have full knowledge how to manage such affair. If a human being is simply advanced in this respect, what is the difference between him and animal? One should be very careful to understand that this human life is attained after many births in the evolutionary process. Same thing has been substantiated repeatedly in Bhagavatam. A learned man who gives up the bodily conception of life, both gross and subtle, will by enlightenment of spiritual knowledge become a prominent individual spiritual as the Supreme Lord. That means he go back to spiritual existence and association of devotee. And get the association of Supreme Lord. That is the purpose, perfection of human life. Not that how to maintain, how to go to work like a hog and dog and maintain the family. That is my priority. That is my purpose. That is my perfection. That is the wrong conception. This wrong impression of everyone. This misdirected civilization. Misdirected materialistic culture. They are thinking their priority is their family. Purpose is to give livelihood to family. Perfection is to how to become love family. All this condemned, all this rejected by the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam said this is not your priority. Your priority to understand the Lord. The maintenance of family, the animal also doing. You should not make it priority. You do it, but relegate into the background. It's not priority. It's a secondary priority. First priority is to how to get out, how to understand the Lord and develop the love of God and get out from this material existence. Perfected by getting out from material existence. How to understand this Lord, how to apply in your life and how to perfect it. That is the whole idea of human life. So it is not meant for the maintaining your children, maintaining a family. That is condemned here. Animal also is doing. Animal also has got so many family. The hawks has so many family, dozen of families, and they are also maintaining. What is the big deal, Therefore, one should, therefore Shastra say that you should get out from this material existence and find a solution by taking shelter of the Lord. It says that terrified, about to die, man collapses on his bed. Although his voice is faltering, he is hardly conscious what he is saying. If utters holy name of Supreme Lord, he can be freed from reaction of his fruitive work, achieve supreme destination. But still people in this age of Kali will not worship the Supreme Lord. This verse is from 12th canto, chapter 3, text 44. Terrified, about to die, if simply utter the name of the holy name, that is the best concession has been given for this age of Kali, how to get out of the death queue. That concession is simply by uttering your tongue, vibrating your tongue by uttering the name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the only solution has been given in this age of Kali. Kalu nasteva. Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kalu nasteva gatila. This is only medicine for our disease. That chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is the concession in this age, because in this age it is said that in this age of Kali, people will not worship the Supreme Lord. So unfortunate is people in this age. They will not worship. They will take the poison but give up the nectar. आश्चर्यम एतम मनुष्य लोकम विषम पिबंती सुधा परित्याज सुधाम परित्याज विषम पिबंती नारायण नाम गोचरानी अन्य बाक कूकम पठंती. Kulasekara is telling that how the amazing thing this in this world, Manusya Lokam, that people are drinking poison and giving up the nectar. They are talking about all nonsense, but they are not talking about the Krishna name, chanting the Krishna name. They are uttering so many nonsense things. Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, these, that, politics, sociology, psychology, but they are not uttering the holy name of the Lord. Santi Saharsa, Sattavadini Rajendra, Nunnam Santi Saharsa. So many subject matter they are uttering. But they are not uttering this name of the Krishna, which is so powerful, which can make you to get out from the death queue. Such a concession has been given. You are standing in a death queue and Krishna is telling you, just chant the name of my name, you escape from the death queue. So easy solution. Still we are so stupid, we are not accepting that. Every Shastra repeatedly saying this is the only process in this age of Kalu. Kalu tada Hari Kirtana. Kalu Sankirtana Hari. Simply by uttering the name of the Lord, we can get out from the Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara. Krishna is coming in this incarnation of Krishna in the name to get out of, get us out from the death queue. We have to break the death queue. Otherwise, we are unfortunate. We are stupid. That we are every day we are moving to death and we are celebrating. That is nonsense. Stupid. So we have to escape from the death queue. That is our priority, purpose, and perfection. And that has been simplified in this age of Kali by magnanimous of Lord. He himself comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Namo Mahavadane, Krishna Prema Padate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he introduced this one by chanting the holy name of the Lord, my name. You will get escape from the death. Satatam kirtanta mama, satatam kirtanta mama, yatantasya diddhavata namasyantasya madhavakta nityam juktam pasate. Satatam, always you chant this name of the Lord and escape from the death queue. No more death. Uttama sloka bharta, it is stated now. Every sunrise, sunset, ayur harati vai punsam uddham ashtam chanyasu tasyatya kinanetya uttama sloka bharta. But the time duration, this time we are reducing, every sunrise we are reducing our lifetime. It will not be applicable for the devotee, for the person who is chanting. The uttama sloka means, uttama sloka bharta, who is chanting the name of the Lord or glorifying the Lord. Chanting means glorifying, chanting the name of the Lord. Only that person will not reduce his life. He is going back to spiritual existence, Vaikuntha. This is the solution has been given. Therefore, it is stated. I will end with, there are so many verses are there to see, but I will end with and end with two verses very important. One who identifies self as inert body, composed of mucus balia, who has this is not. No. Sorry, there is a beautiful verses there where devotee will not 1087 27. Yeah. It is stated here, the devotee worship you as a shelter of all being, disregard death, place their feet on his head, but with the words of Veda, you bind the non-devotee like animals, though they may be vastly learned scholar. It is your affectionate devotee who can purify themselves, others not those who are inimical to. See, if you become a devotee, you don't fear the death. Rather, you place you place your feet on his head and go to spiritual world. That is what breaking your queue. You get out from death queue simply by surrendering to Krishna, by chanting the holy name. Chanting the holy name. Therefore, human form of life is meant for that. And that can be easily guided. Human life can be easily guided in this regard by a spiritual master. It is stated that, Nirdeham Madhyam Sulavam Sudullabam Plavam Sukalpam Guru Kannadharam Mayanukulenam Navaswaritam Puman Bhavadim Natare Satmasa. Human body which can be awarded all benefit in life. Again repeatedly say, it is it can award all benefit of life, is automatically obtained by law of nature. Although it is very rare achievement, the human body can become compared to perfectly constructed boat. Having spiritual master the captain, the instruction of personality of God as a favorable wind impelling on its course. Considering all these advantages, human being does not utilize his human life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own soul. So if he does, if after getting so much facilities of human life, a spiritual master, the instruction of Krishna, and all the things, and if you are not crossing the ocean, if you have got a boat, human life is like a boat to cross the ocean of material existence. You have got the captain as the spiritual master, favorable wind as the instruction of Lord. What is the instruction of Lord? Chanting the holy name of the Lord. Sarva dharman parityāja means in this age chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna. What is the spiritual master? Spiritual master guiding, same thing, you just surrender to Krishna by chanting the holy name. So many things are favorable. And if you are not taking advantages of this human life, that means you are suicidal. This you are suiciding yourself. This is spiritual suicidal. Killer of his own soul means suicidal, spiritual suicidal. Therefore, we should understand and make this endeavor to make this human life successful. So this is what, this should be the priority purpose of human form of life, to engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord and get out from this material existence. So this is the most important thing. So we all should not be oblivious of our impending danger that we are going to die, we are subject to die. We should not unnecessarily celebrate all this birthday, anniversary and all, forgetting our priority, purpose and perfection of life, human life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. All goes to Srila Prabhupada.